Hello. Oh, why did I hit gaming in camp? We're not gaming. Hold on. Take two. Hello. Hello. Good evening. No. We're not gaming. That was an accident. Hello. Hi. Welcome. How are we? Did we have a good Tuesday? Oh, hi Luna. Thank you so much for the follow. Good evening. Hi. Was your Tuesday good? Is my camera a little tilted? Maybe? You know what? The solution to that is simply to tilt my book with it. Classic. I bent the legend page, unfortunately. It's so sad. I bent it. You're being dragged along on road trips right now? What? You're going on road trips? That sounds fun, though. Is it like, Is it like national park type road trips? Is it for work? Or you're going to different cities for your work? What kind is it? One of these days, I'm gonna put more nails on. I have a whole thing of them, but I never give myself time to. Today, instead of putting the nails on, I worked on 2 new channel point redeems, which you might can see if you click on them. It might should tell you that they're new. So we were doing that instead of putting some nails on. Thus, one of these days. I was clearing up my notifications so I can use Monday to what's it called? Paperweight. That's my phone is a paperweight. Oh, Agadoo, what do you have to say? Agadoo, I'm listening. What? Okay, what else? Anything else to share with the crowd, or is that it? Hello, Benzo. Agadoo. Cherry. Oh, yes, Cherry. A very good friend of mine. Yes, she exists. 'Tis she. That all? Hello, me. Welcome in. Agadoo has the floor at the moment, but I don't think... I put in the description that you better know what you have to say to me. That's your fault. Think of something. I don't know how long you've got. It lasts. Oh, okay, never mind. Your position on the floor is done. Thank you. Nope, too late. Sorry, you wasted your time. If you redeem it again, but that's a big waste of your channel point rewards. Channel points. So, that's the only way. I don't control the zoom. I don't do it. It's all relying on the channel point. On the bubbles. It's not up to me. My hands are off the keyboard. Well, I don't know. Fish. My wife is fishing it up. While we give people just a little bit of time to come in. Let us see. I feel like I never make it far on these battle royales. Hi, Maddie. Thank you for the advance. But you know what? There's less of us here, so I have a better fighting chance. Go, me, go. No, fuck. Fight. Attack. You got it. You can do it. Bum. Oh. Yes, Agadoo. What would you like to share? Hi, Chris. 10 stream. Awesome. Oh, and meme. 5 stream. Thank you both. Agadoo, what you got? Hello. Wait. I already died. This is bullshit. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. Oh, Booba, hello. Hold on, Booba, hold on. You got this. Who won? Oh, Joy's in here. She's lurking. Oh, Booba, congrats, you won. You got this. Will there be distractions? Yes. Will redeems appear at the worst possible moment? Absolutely. Will gifts, notifications, and random yaps try to pull you off course? Like side quests nobody asked for? Without question. But today, we make progress. The book is open. Not yet, it will be though. The mission is clear. The nonsense can wait its turn. Are you sure about that? You might glance at the chaos. You might hear the yapping in the distance. You might feel the powerful urge to check everything except the page in front of you. These are very true words. Very, very true words. The book is open. This isn't where we were. We were right here. Okay. Now you're right. Booba, thank you so much for the resub. That's so nice. What color do you want? You get to be put in the book. Ugh, it gets hairier and hairier. Booba, choose your color. Thank you very much. Oh, Annuan. Yeah, that's right. You resubbed Annuan. That's funny. Volcano? Does this work? Oh, almost did. So, it lasts for a minute. So you've got to time it. What do you mean you can't be doing this? Can't be doing what, the floor thing? But I have to tell you something? It's only 800. Ooh. Ooh. Sweet. It's expensive, yeah. It is. I was trying to figure that out because it completely derails stream and makes a complete pause for stream. So I was trying to think, on average, for non-sub people, you get about 220 channel points an hour, and so I figured at 800, that would be 2 streams. Where did I go? Oh my god, someone got a toll, didn't they? Hold on, where is she at? Is she coming in? Where is she? Oh, she's just down here. Hello. Why was she so far down? Hello. Hello, hello. This is the other thing we worked on, if you can't tell. This is new. Who would have thought? Hello. Yes. It brings a toll out. She's here for 250 seconds. It's like 4 minutes and something. I don't know how long. But we brought her out. We figured she could be fun. Okay. Booba wants to be volcano. How would... 99 bottles of water on the wall. 99 bottles of water. God. This is interesting. I'm trying to think. Oh god. Hopefully I spelled that right. I think I did. Okay. For volcano, we're doing like double tone. That's the idea here. Oh my god, it's so big. I did not mean for it to be that big. Holy shit. Holy shit. This is terrible. This is terrible. Oh my god. Sure. That's so bad. Oh god. Hi, Squizzer. Yeah, it was cut off because I was trying to do like a two-tone. And then you resubbed, yes? So you get a heart. But you resubbed. Yeah, so this was your... Do I count this? Okay, that's the question. Do I... do I count this as a 6 month or a 1 month? Because this is your 3rd month of your 6-month resub that you paid for 3 months ago. But it is still technically like 3 months, so I'm not certain. Did you hear those? What is chat idea? What? I presume that this, did you just now sub for 6 months? Or did you sub for 6 months 3 months ago, and this is your 3rd month of your 6th month? That's what I gotta figure out. 99 bottles of milk on the wall, 99 bottles of milk. Because it determines what symbol you get for your legend. Boopa, boopa. If no answer, I will do the single heart, I think. Oh, okay. You think you get a frog? Oh, is that true? A frog, is it? I wasn't aware. I wasn't aware that was an option on the legend. A frog. Oh my god, how would I draw a frog? Hi, Zenon! Hi, Zenon. Hello, how are you? Watch out. Yeah. Yes, perfect. How are you today? Did you have a good one? Bidding? What was that? Oh. Where is he at? Where is he at? Baked him. Hold on, I have to put him on here. He's on because I have them turned down, as you can tell. Sorry. Oh, my throat. What? Anyways, I turned them down so that you could still play with them if you wanted, because you do like them. But that way it wouldn't be too sound distracting. Browser, add existing stream stickers. Perfect. There. Oh my god, Goofy. Okay, there. Now he's on there. Now we'll see him. Good evening. You're good. You just woke up. You just woke up. Oh my god. Well, how'd you sleep? I know. Scary Goofy. You just saw him for a flash. He was there, barely. Now, how the hell would I draw a frog, Booba? Booba? My brain says, oh my god, what would be a simplified frog? It'd be like eyeball, froggy face. How's that? Booba? It's just like a test for your frog. Just a little head. A little froggy head. Is that okay? Would that work? Sleep was good. You woke up knocking. Oh my god, you have a kalimba. Oh, that's so cute. Yes, that would work. Okay, perfect. That's awesome. Kalimbas are cute. In terms of musical instruments, I have a flute, a keyboard, I have a melodica, and I have an accordion. He's funny. Oh? Thank you, IDK. Thank you so much. It was just scary to you. That's just a glimpse of how goofy your mind has become. Oh, I also have a guitar. I forgot. I also have a guitar. I keep forgetting I took guitar class in college. I'm like, what? I know how to play the guitar? What? I keep forgetting. Oy vey. Oh, Angie. Okay. A frog. A middle-aged bitch. Botox in the third person. Get the perspective is switching. Botox in the third person. Eyeball. Happy mouth. Did he have eyeballs like little pupils? I don't know. Is that gonna make it worse? Oh my god, it is if I don't put it in the right spot. Holy shit. Okay, I think that's actually cute. Kaboom. Thank you, Booba. You and your little froggy, so cute. Thank you, Booba, for the for the resub. I appreciate it. Now, what color tabby do you want? Froggy. Hi, Ham. Hello. Wait. I didn't. Oh, okay. Are you saying, why was I in your recommendation if I don't speak English? Because porque is why. Mi recomiendan is probably recommended. Inglés, obviously English. I don't know, Infinite. I don't know. But we are an English-only stream, unfortunately. Just because I don't want you to feel left out because I can't respond to your Spanish. What color, Booba? What color? I saw, it's cute. English? Booba. If you don't choose, I'm gonna go gray, because we've never had a gray. We've never had anybody choose a gray tab. So, that's my pick for you if you don't pick. You've been enjoying it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Dang it, you landed on the green. You were one away from the gray. Shit. It was close. Okie dokie. Now, IDK. What color do you want for my hand? You are kind of sort of still on there from last night, if you can't tell. You can see the D very well, and you can see the face. But obviously, I'll rewrite you. What color do you want? I pick. Okay, Infinite. That's okay, we don't mind at all. Yeah. You're bilingual. Oh. Mr. and Mrs. Missies. What color? Booba, do what you do best. Give me a number. Give me another number, Booba. And I'll count to choose what color. 3? So this yellow? This yellow it is. This is not going to show up too well. Well, actually, no, it's doing fine, actually. Very good. Muy bien. IDK. What face tonight? Narwhal? You already said 3. I already chose it. 9 wall. How the hell would I do a 9 wall? I would do... What would I do? I'd do a little... This isn't... This is horrible. You can't see shit because it's yellow. Can you tell? I drew a little, like, I drew a little face. Oh my god, this is so bad. And I drew a little face, and the horn is a 9, okay? Oops. Can you tell? Eyeball, smile, and then the 9 as the horn. Of course, it's got the black from last night. But either way, I tried. Does that work? Is that good? Are we content with the 9 wall? Oh, he is mod because I needed help with the atoll stuff, which I completely forgot to end up doing. Thankfully, nobody did anything, because we were on call together. But we don't even know if he can do what I needed anyways. Thank you, Maddie. Thank you, Maddie, for attempting to be my translator. I appreciate it. I'm sorry, Infinite. I apologize. You were exploring the Twitch PC layout and Cherry Streamer, and even now you're so amazed at how much more there is. Yeah, there's a lot more that you can see on PC. It's great. It's very, very nice. How far is my keyboard? A hand's worth. Sticky keys, I don't know why I did that. It's that far. Honestly, it's not. This book is just tiny as fuck. It's a tiny book. You see how small it is? It's so tiny. It's a tiny fucking book. That's all it is. So I zoom in like crazy. And up a little bit. So my other desk that I had back before I moved here, it was a lot bigger. It was an L desk. I was able to fit all 3 of my monitors, but this desk is smaller, so I can only fit 2 of my monitors. It's okay. When I move out, whenever the hell that is, I will expand. I'll get all 3 of them back. But I think we are good. It's been 30 minutes. 30 minutes of just chit-chatting. Yes, Timmy is under the bed today. I don't think he'll be joining us. 3 monitors. Gotta love it. But it's average. Yeah, Booba. How many, with your, 22 terabytes of storage, I'm sure you have insane amounts of monitors. How many monitors do you have? Woof. No, it's okay, Maddie. Don't worry. You're fine. It's okay. Green. It's so cute with the frog. It's freaking adorable. Okay. Honestly, we could zoom in a little bit. Let you guys see some more. Slow zoom-ins. Yeah. How's that? A little more this way, because chat. And yeah. There. That's good. Yay. 5. Booba. 5. Oh my god. 5 is so many. Oh, you wanted a cat. Well, the 9 wall was already said, so get to it faster next time. Ow! Yes. Ow! Everyone. Ow! It's okay. It's okay, Maddie. You're alright. Don't worry. we ready to read? Hopefully tonight's chapter isn't, 20 plus pages? Last night was crazy. Hi, James! I'm good, how are you? We're about to get started. We take forever to get started here, so you're just in time. You're gonna... yeah, that's fine. We're fine. We're chilling. Oh no, not bomb. Oh no. Oh. Nar, Maddie. Nar. Nar clear. I quote that all the time lately. Ugh. Okay. Chapter 10. Extract from the Diary of Dr. Watson. So far, I have been able to quote from the reports which I have forwarded during these early days to Sherlock Holmes. Now, however, I have arrived at a point in my narrative where I am compelled to abandon this method and to trust once more to my recollections, aided by the diary which I kept at the time. A few extracts from the latter will carry me on to those scenes which are indelibly? Okay, is it split up on this page? No, yeah, indelibly fixed in every detail upon my memory. I proceed then from the morning which followed our abortive chase of the convict and our other strange experiences on the moor. October 16th. A dull and foggy day with a drizzle of rain. The house is banked in with rolling clouds, which rise now and then to show the dreary curves of the moor, with thin silver veins upon the sides of the hills, and the distant boulders gleaming where the light strikes upon their wet faces. It is melancholy outside and in. The baronet is in a black reaction to the excitements of the night. I am conscious myself of a weight at my heart and a feeling of impending danger, ever-present danger, which is the more terrible because I am unable to define it. You can't complain, you started learning French today. Oh. What do you mean I need to translate an English sentence to French after learning about the intonation and gender? Yes, a lot of those sort of languages are very much gender-based, which is very interesting. So like Spanish, which is what I somewhat know. Like, if it ends in A, it's female. If it ends in O, it's male. And we don't have that in any sort here in English. A word is just a word. You could describe someone as pretty, and it's just pretty. That boy is pretty. That girl is pretty. And it works, right? But for like in Spanish, you'd have to say bonita or bonito. And it's just weird. Like, what am I doing? So it's definitely hard. I don't really have any good tips to give because I am not amazing at those languages. But Maddie, it seems, is at least bilingual. So maybe Maddie can give you some tips. And oh, Maddie. Maddie, it's okay. It's okay. French I definitely don't know. In terms of languages, I studied Spanish and I have studied Japanese. I have no idea about French. So, wow. Yeah, ask Maddie for assistance. And have I not such a feeling? Consider the long sequence of incidents. Hold on, I think I need to clear my throat. Hold on. Okay, okay, are we better? Hello? Okay, let's retry that. And have I not cause for such a feeling? Consider the long sequence of incidents which have all pointed to some sinister influence which is at work around us. There is the death of the last occupant of the hall, fulfilling so exactly the conditions of the family legend, and there are the repeated reports from peasants of the appearance of a strange creature upon the moor. Twice I have, with my own ears, heard the sound which resembled the distant baying of a hound. It is incredible, impossible, that it should really be outside the ordinary laws of nature. A spectral hound which leaves material footmarks and fills the air with its howling is surely not to be thought of. Polygoat? Polygoat? What do you mean? Holy shit, Maddie. Spanish, Icelandic, Norwegian, Greek, Japanese, Moroi. What the fuck? That's incredible. Oh my god. Yeah, and English. Maddie, that's crazy. Chatty indeed. Loving to chat in all these languages. That's crazy. That's amazing. That's right, Zenith. Okay. Stapleton may fall in with such a superstition, and Mortimer also. But if I have one quality upon earth, it is common sense, and nothing will persuade me to believe in such a thing. To do so would be to descend to the level of those poor peasants, who are not content with a mere fiend-dog, but must needs describe him with hell-fire shooting from his mouth and eyes. Holmes would not listen to such fancies, and I am his agent. But facts are facts, and I have twice heard this cry upon the moor. Suppose that there were really some huge hound loose upon it, that would go far to explain everything. But where could such a hound lie concealed? Where did it get its food? Where did it come from? How was it that no one saw it by day? Yeah, hearing the languages that you speak out loud is very helpful. A lot of times just watching videos. I've always wondered, in terms of learning language, if it would help to watch like the equivalent of, like, say, Dora for that language, where it's a kids television show that uses both English and the language you're trying to learn, so that it is a softer, easier way to maybe get exposure to the language. I have no idea, I haven't tried it. Also, being able to speak Vietnamese and English is still awesome, James. It does help. Are you talking about like normal shows though? Shows that are fully in the language and like with subtitles? Or the child show thing that I was attempting to potentially, I don't know. I have no idea where I was going with that sentence. That I was attempting to suggest? Question mark? English. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Fully in the language. Oh. So obviously, you know, classic case of that is people with anime. You start watching that so much that you understand what certain phrases mean. But I'm sure that that would be sensible to use for other languages as well. You could just have to find their items, like their drama shows or whatever. You watch the German version of Friends. I'm sure that helped. Le Petit Prince. Oh. Date bayo. It was good? That's funny. It must be confessed that the natural explanation offers almost as many difficulties as the other. And always, apart from the hound, there is the fact of the human agency in London. The man in the cab. Oh my god, you're right. I have already forgotten about the fact that they had someone in London who was stalking Mr. Baskerville. I can't think of his name. Either way, I forgot about that. Oh. The man in the cab, and the letter which warned Sir Henry against the moor. This, at least, was real, but it might have been the work of a protecting friend as easily as of an enemy. Where is that friend or enemy now? Has he remained in London, or has he followed us down here? Could he be the stranger whom I saw upon the moor? Oh, upon the tor. I think I have to crack my neck. Hold on. Yeah, I do. Okay, cool. It's cracked. Ma petite soufflot. I don't know French. Isabella's very rude in the Greek version. Mikri. Aww. Yeah, that was my neck. Nani? We went through this the other night. At the end of stream last night, I cracked my neck and I watched it back. It sounds bad. so I'm sure it's not good. If I were to do my fingers, it's easier to do them like this on stream. The pinky's not gonna go. Nope. Damn. Oh, okay. My thumb did, but I used to crack my wrists. I don't crack them anymore though. But yes, the first one was my neck. I also Zenit. I am double jointed. Yes. Yes, I am. Here. So like, we've already had this show off, but Zenon didn't get to see it, so we're redoing it, okay? So, it's so hard to show in this camera. So my wrists go like that because I'm double jointed, and then I can do my thumb. Ugh, what angle? I can do my thumb all the way to my thing. Send out that looks uncomfortable. Oh frick! My ankle just cracked, and I wanted to show it off. Okay, well first off, I am wearing my slippers that Booba gifted me because thank you, Booba. They're dirty from my cat hair, all over the place. Ugh. But either way, thank you, Booba. I'm wearing my slippers. I love them very much. And then I just cracked it, so it's not going to crack again, which sucks. But maybe the left one will crack. Ugh. Yeah, the left one cracked. But I'm ashamed because my right one's so good. It's such a good crack. Please crack. Please crack. Oh well, what can you do? What can you do? Oy vey. Okay, we're zooming back in. Oh. That's a little too soon. Oh my god, all this hair. Stop it. Oh, yes. Yes, IDK. What do you have to say? Yes or no? No. No. No is my answer. Is that good enough for you? Oh, scan? Is it scanning? Wait, is it scanning? Wait, is it scanning? Wait, is it scanning? Hello? Scan? IDK, you can't redeem this and only say yes or no. Sir? What do you have? What did I say no to? I'm so close to you. It is Control and V. That's how you paste. I won't know. What the? Oh, there's the headphones. Thanks. Why are they just not going off? Unless. Okay. Okay, is the scan working? What the fuck is happening? Hold on, everybody. Hold on. Let me see if I can get it real fast. Skirt. I'm not gonna get it in time. Okay, let's retry the scan. See what's happening. Esto no. Skirt. Scan. The people wanted the scan while I was big, please. Yeah, there it is. we get giant scan. Oh my god. Huge scan. Help! It's huge. You can't make anything out. This looks all horrible. This looks horrible. Oh no. Okay. Wait. I had to put myself back where I was. Hold on. Oof. Okay. Fantastico. No way. Oh, wrong button. There we go. You're wincing at my cracks. I'm behind on chat, but still, you were wincing. The joint on the tip of your thumb can make a cute little crack sound that resets every 5 seconds. And yeah, I honestly show my feet a lot. It's kind of crazy. You're very welcome. No, it just wasn't doing scan for some reason. Well, that was scary. My neck does wobble when it moves because the oh. I don't like feet. If you'll notice, my feet are constantly covered, like I'm wearing socks or stuff. Except for the very first time I showed my feet, where I covered my toes myself because I don't like looking at toes. Feet are nasty, are you kidding? Bleh. Oy vey. Headpads do work when big, but the thing is you're not going to see them. Because it's cut to like my eyebrows. So you're not going to see it. Okay. Where were we? I think we were right here, yes? I don't think I started the next paragraph. So that's the good news. Told you. It is true. Tangerine orange elderberry jam. I would not eat that. I would not eat that at all. Hydrate. Okay. I started reading, and you guys are stopping me. Oy vey, oy vey. It is true that I have had only the chance. Alright, third time's the charm. It is true that I have had only the one glance at him, and yet there are some things to which I am ready to swear. He is no one whom I have seen down here, and I have now met all of the neighbors. The figure was far taller than that of Stapleton, far thinner than that of Frankland. Barrymore might possibly have been, but we have left him behind us, and I am certain that he could not have followed us. A stranger, then, is still dogging us, just as a stranger dogged us in London. Who would it be that was in London with them, and then they came all the way over to the countryside to stalk them here, too? Like, I don't understand. Why? What? Okay. We have never shaken him off. If I could lay my hands upon that man, then at last we might find ourselves at the end of all of our difficulties. To this one purpose, I must now devote all of my energies. My first impulse was to tell Sir Henry all of my plans. My second and wisest one is to play my own game and speak as little as possible to anyone. He is silent and distrait. His nerves have been strangely shaken by that sound upon the moor. I will say nothing to add to his anxieties, but I will take my own steps to attain my own end. We had a small scene this morning after breakfast. Oh, actually? Okay, perfect, we're right here, okay. We had a small scene this morning after breakfast. Barrymore asked to leave with Sir Henry, and they were closeted in his study for some little time. Sitting in the billiard room, I, more than once, heard the sound of voices raised, and I had a pretty good idea of what the point was which was under discussion. After a time, the baronet opened his door and called for me. Barrymore considers that he has a grievance, he said. He thinks that it was unfair on our part. Oh, Maddie. That it was unfair on our part to hunt his brother-in-law down when he, of his own free will, had told us the secret. It was not your own free will. You were literally willing to get killed, or not killed, sorry, to get fired for it. Hello? Hello, Todd. Welcome back. The butler was standing very pale, but very collected before us. I may have spoken too warmly, sir, said he, and if I have, I am sure that I beg your pardon. At the same time, I was very much surprised when I heard you gentlemen come back this morning and learned that you had been chasing Selden. The poor fellow has enough to fight already without my putting more upon his track. If you had told us of your own free will, it would have been a different thing, said the baronet. You only told us, or rather, your wife only told us, when it was forced from you and you cannot help yourself. I didn't think you would have taken advantage of it, Sir Henry. Indeed, I didn't. The man is a public danger. There are lonely houses scattered over the moor, and he is a fellow. It's horrible. It's horrible. Where's everybody at? You killed everyone. Holy shit. Ton. Oh, okay, there's IDK. That's horrible. So rude. And he is a fellow who would stick at nothing. You only want to get a glimpse of his face to see that. Look at Mr. Stapleton's house, for example, with no one but himself to defend it. There's no safety for anyone until he's under lock and key. He'll break into no house, sir. I give you my solemn word upon that. But he will never trouble anyone in the country again. I assure you, Sir Henry, that in a very few days the necessary arrangements will have been made, and he will be on his way to South America. For God's sake, sir, I beg of you not to let the police know that he is still on the moor. They have given up the chase there, and he can lie quiet until the ship is ready for him. You can't tell on him without getting my wife and me into trouble. I beg you, sir, to say nothing to the police. What do you say, Watson? Yes, I am. Yes! PC is elite. PC master race, you know? I shrugged my shoulders. If he were safely out of the country, it would relieve the taxpayer of a burden. But how about the chance of his holding someone up before he goes? He would not do anything so mad, sir. We have provided him with all that he can want. To commit a crime would be to show where he was hiding. That is true, said Sir Henry. Well, Barrymore. God bless you, sir, and thank you from my heart. He would have killed my poor wife had he been taken again. I guess we are aiding and abetting a felony, Watson. I have no idea why I just said that. I didn't say that correct at all. I guess we are aiding and abetting a felony, Watson. But after what we have heard, I don't feel as if I could give the man up. So there's an end of it. All right, Barrymore, you can go. Yes, there's so much. There's a lot. Oh, Zenon, you gotta update that. You need a TI-64. Come on, get in our wavelength. With a few broken words of gratitude, the man turned, but he hesitated and then came back. You've been so kind to us, sir, that I should like to do the best I can for you in return. I know something, Sir Henry, and perhaps I should have said it before, but it was long after the inquest that I found it out. I've never breathed a word about it yet to mortal man. It's about poor Sir Charles's death. Thank you for the lurk. I saw this boat in half. Welcome. Have a good evening. The baronet and I were both upon our feet. Do you know how he died? No, sir, I don't know that. What then? I know why he was at the gate at that hour. It was to meet a woman. To meet a woman? He? Yes, sir. I apologize. There you go. Wait, oh, you can't even see it. Oh. Why did nobody tell me the camera was too far to the left? You guys, you gotta let me know. Pachow. There you go. Now you can read along. Yay. Hi, Muna. Welcome and good evening. Hello. To meet a woman. He? Yes, sir. And And the woman's name? I can't give you the name, sir, but I can give you the initials. Her initials were L.L. Lisa Lorenzo. How do you know this, Barrymore? Well, Sir Henry, your uncle had a letter that morning. He had usually a great many letters, for he was a public man and well known for his kind heart, so that everyone who was in trouble was glad to turn to him. But that morning, as it chanced, there was only this one letter, so I took the more notice of it. It was from Coombe Tracy, and it was addressed in a woman's hand. Well? Hi, Cheese! Hello, how are you? Good evening! Thanks for popping in. How was your Tuesday? Well, sir, I thought no more of the matter, and never would have done had it not been for my wife. Only a few weeks ago she was cleaning out Sir Charles's study. It had never been touched since his death, and she found the ashes of a burnt letter in the back of the grate. The greater part of it was charred to pieces, but one little slip, the end of a page, hung together, and the writing could still be read, though it was gray on a black ground. It seemed to us to be a postscript at the end of the letter, and it said, "Please, please, as you are a gentleman, burn this letter and be at the gate by 10 o'clock. Beneath it were signed the initials L.L. How have you got that slip? No how. There's no how. Have you got that slip? No, sir. It crumbled all to bits after we moved it. Had Sir Charles received any other letters? Godly gumdrops. Had Sir Charles received any other letters in the same writing? Well, sir, I took no particular notice of his letters. I should not have noticed this one, only it happened to come alone. You just realized you were crying and didn't even realize it. Maddie, take a breath. You got it. Take a breath. Take a breath. Everything's okay. Everything's alright. At least in this little tiny corner, you know? Just kind of like zone everything out and then just kind of focus. You're doing okay. We all welcome you with an open hug. It's okay. I would give you head pets if I could. This is you. Head pets. Head pets. And you have no idea who L.L. is? No, sir. No more than you have. But I expect if we could lay our hands upon that lady, we should know more about Sir Charles's death. I cannot understand, Barrymore, how you came to conceal this important information. Well, sir, it was immediately after that our own trouble came to us. Thank you for the returned headpats. And then again, sir, we were both of us very fond of Sir Charles, as we well might be considering all that he has done for us. To rake this up couldn't help our poor master, and it's well to go carefully when there's a lady in the case, even the best of us. You thought it might injure his reputation? Well, sir, I thought no good could come of it, but now you have been kind to us, and I feel as if it would be treating you unfairly not to tell you all that I know about the matter. Okay, right here. Sweet. Very good, Barrymore. You can go. When the butler had left us, Sir Henry turned to me. Well, Watson, what do you think of this new light? It seems to leave the darkness rather blacker than before. So I think. But if we can only trace L.L., it should clear that. It should clear up the whole business. We have gained that much. We know that there is someone who has the facts if we can only find her. What do you think we should do? Let Holmes know all about it at once. It will give him the clue for which he has been seeking. I am much mistaken if it does not bring him down. I went at once to my room and drew up my report of the morning's conversations for Holmes. It was evident to me that he had been very busy of late, for the notes which I had from Baker Street were few and short, with no comments upon the information which I had supplied, and hardly any reference to my mission. No doubt his blackmailing case is absorbing all of his faculties. And yet, this new factor must surely arrest his attention and renew his interest. I wish that he were here. What'd you forget, Maddie? October 17th. All day today, the rain poured down, rustling on the ivy and dripping from the eaves. I thought of the convict out upon the bleak, cold, shelterless moor. Poor devil! Whatever his crimes, he has suffered something to atone for them. And then I thought of that other one, the face in the cab, the figure against the moon. Was he also out in the deluged? The unseen watcher, the man of darkness? In the evening, I put on my waterproof, and I walked far upon the sodden moor, full of dark imaginings, the rain beating upon my face, and the wind whistling about my ears. God help those who wander into the great mire now, for even the firm uplands are becoming a morass. I found the black tor upon which I had seen the solitary watcher, and from its craggy summit I looked out to myself across... Is that correct? I looked out myself across the melancholy downs. Rain squalls drifted across their russet face, and the heavy, slate-colored clouds hung low over the landscape, trailing in gray wreaths down the sides of the fantastic hills. In the distant hollow on the left, half hidden by the mist, the two thin towers of Baskerville Hall rose above the trees. They were the only signs of human life which I could see, save only those prehistoric huts which lay thickly upon the slopes of the hills. Nowhere was there any trace of that lonely man whom I had seen on the same spot 2 nights before. As I walked back, I was overtaken by Dr. Mortimer, driving in his dog cart over a rough moorland track which led from the outlying farmhouse of Falmire. He has been very attentive to us. Hey, Apoc, welcome in. Very attentive to us, and hardly a day has passed that he has not called at the hall to see how we are getting on. He insisted upon my climbing into his dog cart, and he gave me a lift homeward. I found him much troubled over the disappearance of his little spaniel. It had wandered onto the moor and had never come back. I gave him such consolation as I might, but I thought of the pony on the Grimpen Mire. Yes, Ham? Yes, Ham? Hello? What do you have to say? Ham. Type it out. Come on, get used to that keyboard. You can type it. You can do it. Come on, come on. Oh, you were just curious what it was? You have a minute to say whatever you want, as long as it's within my rules. And I get to listen. What you gotta say? What you gotta say? Oh my god, don't scream, everybody. It's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna eat all you at the bottom. Arr, 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 um, 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 oh, the bomb blew me away. It blew me away. Hi, sorry. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Good evening. This is Vor? No? No, it's not? Hello. Hi, sorry. Oh my gosh. Yeah, well, that's what it means. If you type I have to say something, or whatever it says, I have something to say, then what else do you think it is? You got something to say. You gotta tell me. I gave him such consolation as I might, but I thought of the pony on the Gripen Mire, and I do not fancy that he will see his little dog again. By the way, Mortimer, said I as we jolted along the rough road, I suppose there are a few people living within driving distance of this whom you do not know? Hardly any, I think. Can you, then, tell me the name of any woman whose initials are L. L? He thought for a few minutes. I mean, Ham, yeah. It did show my eyes. It zoomed in on my eyes. But the little description below it, it says you better know what you have to say, does it not? Yeah, it says you better know what you need to say. So, I mean, come on. Self-explanatory. No, said he, there are a few gypsies and labouring folk for whom I can't answer, but among the farmers or gentry there is no one whose initials are those. Wait a bit, though, he added after a pause. There is Laura Lyons. Her initials are LL, but she lives in Coombe Tracy, which is exactly where the letter came from. Who is she? I asked. She is Franklin's daughter. What? Old Franklin the Crank? Exactly. She married an artist named Lyons, who came sketching on the moor. He proved to be a blackguard and deserted her. Fuck you, Lyon. What the fuck you? The fault, from what I hear, may not have been entirely on one side. Her father refused to have anything to do with her because she had married without his consent, and perhaps for one or two other reasons as well. So perhaps, nope, so between the old sinner and the young one, the girl has a pretty bad time. What do you mean? In your Discord, Maddie? Yeah, I am. Keep that in mind. How does she live? I fancy old Franklin allows her a pittance, but it cannot be more, for his own affairs are considerably involved. Whatever she may have deserved, one could not allow her to go hopelessly to the bad. Her story got about, and several of the people here did something to enable her to earn an honest living. Stapleton did for one, and Sir Charles for another. I gave a trifle myself. It was to set her up in a typewriting business. Okay, so she was coming to Sir Charles, right? He was coming to Sir Charles, for a little bit of money. But why did she have to meet him, like, on the moor so late at night? That's what I don't understand. He wanted to know the object of my inquiries, but I managed to satisfy his curiosity without telling him too much, for there is no reason why we should take anyone into our confidence. Tomorrow morning I shall find my way to Coombe Tracy, and if I can see this Miss Laura Lyons, of equivocal reputation, a long step will have been made towards clearing one incident in this chain of mysteries. I am certainly developing the wisdom of the serpent, for when Mortimer pressed his questions to an inconvenient extent, I asked him casually to what type Franklin's skull belonged, and so heard nothing but craniology for the rest of our drive. I have not lived for years with Sherlock Holmes for nothing. I have only one other incident to record upon this tempestuous and melancholy day. This was my conversation with Barrymore just now, which gives me one more strong card which I can play in due time. Mortimer had stayed to dinner, and he and the baronet played écarté afterwards. The butler brought me my coffee into the library, and I took the chance to ask him a few questions. Well, said I, has this precious relation of yours departed, or is he still lurking out yonder? I don't know, sir. I hope to heaven that he is gone, for he has brought nothing but trouble here. I've not heard of him since I left out food for him last, and that was 3 days ago. I'm so excited to see the photo, Booba. I really, really, really want to see the photo of it when it's finally done. But I think you're working hard, so good job. You're doing great. Did you see him then? No, sir, but the food was gone when next I went that way. It's the Hound. It's the Hound, the Hound ate it. Then he was certainly there? So you would think, sir, unless it was the other man who took it. I sat with my coffee cup halfway to my lips and stared at Barrymore. You know that there's another man then? Yes, sir, there's another man upon the moor. Have you seen him? No, sir. How do you know of him, then? Selden told me of him, sir, a week ago or more. He's in hiding, too, but he's not a convict as far as I can make out. I don't like it, Dr. Watson. I tell you straight, sir, that I don't like it. He spoke with a sudden passion of earnestness. Who won? Ham! Congrats! Thank you for the headbats, Maddie. Now listen to me, Barrymore. I have no interest in this matter, but that of your master. I have come here with no object except to help him. Tell me frankly, what is it that you don't like? Barrymore hesitated for a moment, as if he regretted his outburst, or found it difficult to express his own feelings in words. It's all these going on, sir, he cried at last. Oh my gosh. Okay. Sorry, we missed it. It's right here. I was close up. He cried at last, waving his hand towards the rain-lashed window which faced the moor. There's foul play somewhere, and there's black villainy brewing. To that I will swear. Very glad I should be, sir, to see Sir Henry on his way back to London again. But what is it that alarms you? Look at... I went to go do a hand gesture for the camera and I hit the microphone. I apologize. Let's redo that. Look at Sir Charles's death. That was bad enough, for all that coroner said. Look at the noises on the moor at night. There's not a man. Hi, Moonraven. Thank you for the follow. I know, I'm sorry. It happened right as I bumped the mic. Thank you. I'm sorry, though. Welcome in. There's not a man would cross it after sundown if he was paid for it. Look at this stranger hiding out yonder, and watching and waiting. What's he waiting for? What does it mean? It means no good to anyone of the name of Baskerville, and very glad I shall be to quit it all on the day of Sir Henry's new servants are ready to take over the hall. But about this stranger, said I, can you tell me anything about him? What did Selden say? Did he find out what he did or what he was doing? He saw him once or twice, but he is a deep one and gives nothing away. At first he thought that he was the police, but soon he found that he had some lay on his own. A kind of gentleman he was, as far as he could see. But what was he doing he could not make out. And where did he say that he lived? Among the old houses on the hillside, the stone huts where the old folks used to live. Hi, Enderman. Ham, that's a funny title. That's very good. Oi. But what about his food? Selden found out that he has got a lad who works for him and brings him all he needs. I dare say he goes to Coombe Tracy for what he wants. Now hold on a damn minute. Wait a second. So there is in fact a second person on the moor. Watson's not crazy. Did someone hug somebody? Why are their hearts going off? Did someone hug someone? What? Yeah, IDK, thanks for the raffle. Anyway, so it's confirmed that there is someone else on the moor. But also, he has someone that is actively bringing him food. That's already crazy. Find that person, you've got the man. But also, that he goes to Coombe Tracy? Why is this the second time this place is being mentioned in this chapter? Obviously they're related. So, my presumption at this point, does that mean that it's either the father, or is it the husband that left her, or is it even the girl? That's the person. It's it's the husband that's on the moor, and the girl's the one feeding him. I've got no idea. But like, what is happening? Why are they... There's some sort of relation here. Anyways, very good, Barrymore. We may talk further of this some other time. When the butler had gone, I walked over to the black window, and I looked through a blurred pane at the driving clouds and at the tossing outline of the wind-swept trees. It is a wild night indoors, And what must it be in a stone hut upon the moor? What passion of hatred can it be which leads a man to lurk in such a place at such a time? And what deep and earnest purpose can he have which calls for such a trial? There in that hut upon the moor seems to lie the very center of that problem which has vexed me so sorely. I swear that another day shall not have passed before I have done all that man can do to reach the heart of the mystery. Yay! We finished a chapter within an hour and 17 minutes. That's pretty good. Thank you, Maddie. You are just like dominating with the headpats. Yay, yay, yay. We're finally gonna read at least 2 chapters in a stream. We haven't done that in like 2 weeks. Oh, stretch. Thank you. I love stretches. Thank you. Oh. Felt goods. Oh, yeah. Ham, you always come in hot on Thursdays with those word pants. Wait. You're calm, sailor. What? 1.7? What? Oh my god. Ham. Ham, please. Please, no. You're gonna kill me. Okay. Chapter 11. Oh, the man on the tour. Oh my god. We're gonna go find him. It is the stream streaks, you're very right. They give you extra, what, $4.50 or something like that? Very convenient. Okay. The extract from my private diary, which forms the last chapter. Okay. Which is in this. Okay. The last chapter has brought my narrative up to the 18th of October, a time when these strange events began to move swiftly towards their terrible conclusion. The incidents of the next few days are indelibly graven upon my recollection, and I can tell them without reference to the notes made at the time. I start, then, from the day which succeeded that upon which I had established 2 facts of great importance. The one, that Miss Laura Lyons of Coombe Tracy had written to Sir Charles Baskerville and made an appointment with him at the very place and hour that he met his death. The other, that the lurking man upon the moor was to be found among the stone huts upon the hillside. With these 2 facts in my possession... IDK, what happened to you? Holy shit. With these 2 facts in my possession, I felt that either my intelligence or my courage must be deficient. Deficient? Sure, must be deficient if I could not throw some further light upon these dark places. You nearly choked on your hair. What? Are you okay? Oh, from gifting a sub you get channel points? Interesting. I had no opportunity to tell the Baronet what I had learned about Miss Lyons upon the evening before, for Dr. Mortimer remained with him at the cards until it was very late. At breakfast, however, I informed him about my discovery and asked him whether he would care to accompany me to Coombe Tracy. At first he was very eager to come, but on second thoughts, it seemed to both of us that if I went alone, the results might be better. The more formal we made the visit, the less information we might attain. I left Sir Henry behind, therefore, not without some pricklings of conscience, and drove off upon my new quest. Hi, Mop! Hello, good evening! Who's winning? Oh my god. Benzo versus Bag. Bag's got it. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. I'm gonna clap here and not underneath my microphone. Yay. Good job, bag. Wait. Bag here. Bag her. Bag her, the big black cat. Congrats. Also, I'm probably so far off this, aren't I? I am. I'm sorry. I need to start looking over here more opportunity. I read the word opportunity. I need to start looking over here more often. We are. Right here, probably? I'm gonna start right here. I left. Why, Chatty? Why did I call you Chatty? What the fuck? Why, Maddie? Oh, Ham, I'm sorry to hear. No, that's so sad. Yeah, definitely lay down in bed. I hope you feel better. I hate that. I left Sir Henry behind, therefore, not without some pricklings of conscience, and drove upon my new quest. When I reached Coombe Tracy, I told Perkins to put up the horses, and I made inquiries for the lady whom I had come to interrogate. I had no difficulty in finding her rooms, which were central and well appointed. A maid showed me in without ceremony, and as I entered the sitting room, a lady, who was sitting before a Remington typewriter— That's her. Hi, nice smile, welcome in, thank you for the follow. Sprang up with a pleasant smile of welcome. Her face fell, however, when she saw that I was a stranger, and she sat down again and asked me the object of my visit. Oh, that's awesome, Maddie. Oh, that sounds wonderful. Cute. First draft of your book cover. That's wonderful. Hell yeah. The first impression left by Miss Lyons was one of extreme beauty. Her eyes and her hair were of the same rich hazel colors, and her cheeks, though considerably freckled, were flushed with the exquisite bloom of the brunette, the dainty peak which lurks at the heart of the sulphur rose. Admiration was, I repeat, the first impression, but the second was criticism. There was something subtly wrong with the face, some coarseness of expression, some hardness, perhaps, of eye, some looseness of lip which marred its perfect beauty. But these, of course, are afterthoughts. At the moment, I was simply conscious that I was in the presence of a very handsome woman, and that she was asking me the reasons for my visit. Thank you for the headpads, Maddie. I had not quite understood until that instant how delicate my mission was. Maddie, you can do what you want. It's your book. But if you're in an NDA, obviously don't break that. I have the pleasure, said I, of knowing your father. Oh, okay, yeah, he does. It was a clumsy introduction, and the lady made me feel it. There's nothing in common between my father and me, she said. I owe him nothing, and his friends are not mine. If it were not for the late Sir Charles Baskerville and some other kind hearts, I might have starved for all that my father cared. It was about the late Sir Charles Baskerville that I have come here to see you. The freckles started out on the lady's face. What can I tell you about him? She asked, and her fingers played nervously over the stops of her typewriter. You knew him, did you not? I have already said that I owe a great deal to his kindness. If I am able to support myself, it is largely due to the interest which he took in my unhappy situation. Did you correspond with him? The lady looked quickly up with an angry gleam in her hazel eyes. What is the object of these questions? She asked sharply. The object is to avoid a public scandal. It is better that I should ask the matter here than them. Oh no. It is better that I should ask them here than the matter should pass outside of our control. She was silent, and her face was very pale. At last she looked up with something reckless and defiant in her manner. Yeah, for your own book. I wouldn't know. Hi, manager. How are you? Hello. Welcome in. Well, I'll answer, she said. What are your questions? Did you correspond with Sir Charles? I certainly wrote to him once or twice to acknowledge his delicacy and his generosity. Have you the dates of those letters? No. Have you ever met him? Yes, once or twice. When he came into Coombe Tracy, he was a very retiring man, and he preferred to do good by stealth. But if you saw him so seldom, and wrote so seldom, how did he know enough about your affairs to be able to help you, as you say that he has done? She met my difficulty with the utmost readiness. Mop! Good night! Have a great night! Thanks for coming in and watching! Good night, good night, good night! I feel like I have to move the mic every time I do this. I'm so loud with it because it's so high pitched. Bruh, cheese, you redeemed it. Don't say bruh, and don't say oh brother. It wasn't redeemed. What am I supposed to do? Yeah, wooing is fun. No, Ham, you didn't. Cheese did. Thanks for the headpats, Maddie. This guy stinks. That's right. That's fucking right. No, Ham. Ham, if you've gotta go to sleep, then go to sleep. Whatever helps you feel better, you know? I brought this upon myself. You redeemed it. What the fuck do you mean I brought it upon myself? You redeemed it. If you didn't want it, you didn't have to press the button, okay? Okay. Glad we're all on the same page here. You took her from me! No, I didn't! You were killing her, did you not notice? You were literally fucking choking her. Please! I don't know. I look every time though. There were several gentlemen who knew my sad history and united to help me. One was Mr. Stapleton, a neighbor and intimate friend of Sir Charles. He was exceedingly kind, and it was through him that Sir Charles learned about my affairs. I knew already that Sir Charles Baskerville had made Stapleton his almoner upon several occasions, so the lady's statement bore the impress of truth upon it. Did you ever write to Sir Charles, asking him to meet you? I continued. Mrs. Lyons flushed with anger again. Really, sir, this is a very extraordinary question. I'm sorry, madam, but I must repeat it. Then I answer, certainly not. Not on the very day of Sir Charles's death. The flush had faded in an instant, and a deathly face was before me. Her dry lips could not speak the no which I saw rather than heard. Surely your memory deceives you, said I. I could even quote a passage of your letter. It ran, Please, as you are a gentleman, burn this letter and be at the gate by 10 o'clock. I thought she had fainted, but she recovered herself by a supreme effort. Is there no such thing as a gentleman? Thank you for the headbats, IDK. She gasped. Oh, hi, Headmanic. Welcome in. IDK, you're gonna headpat me and then bonk me? Bruh. Oh, and thank you for the bits, Headmanic. For the big ear lick. Hello. Posture check. Okay. Thank you. You do Sir Charles an injustice. He did burn the letter, but sometimes a letter may be legible even when burned. You acknowledge now that you wrote it. Where are we at here? Right here. Okay, perfect. Mid-page. Yes, I did write it, she cried, pouring out her soul in a torrent of words. I did write it. Why should I deny it? I have no reason to be ashamed of it. I wished him to help me. I believed that if I had an interview, I could gain his help, so I asked him to meet me. But why at such an hour? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! The ads are screaming! Oh no! That's terrible! And they're stuck in them for another minute and a half. Oh no! Our table! It's broken! That's horrible. That's stinky. Oh, no. It's more than 40%. You only had a 30-second ad? It says that ads are still in progress for another 56 seconds. Interesting. And it's very interesting that ad time is different for everybody. It's probably like ad blockers and stuff. Hold on, I have a yawn. Oh my god, good job. Oh, sorry, that's me. Dang it. I peaked the mic with that one, it looks like. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Oh. I'm gonna have to like come through this and be like, okay, check here for how loud it is. So the first one that I noticed was at an hour and 23. This one is at an hour and 34-ish. 30, we'll say 33. I didn't catch the first peak. Big oopsies. That's gonna be so annoying to like look through and find. I make you yawn every time. Thank you, IDK. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Yay. No more ads for a POC. For 30 days. Oh, let's go. IDK, would you hate me if I wrote your name in the book? If you don't answer within 2 seconds, I'm doing it. 1, 2. Sweet, I'm doing it. I'm writing your name in the book. God, I want ramen all of a sudden. Holy shit. No, I'm not gonna go make ramen, but I really want some. Specifically, I don't want the ramen noodles. I want the juice. I want the broth. I want the ramen broth. That's like probably 95% of the time when I make ramen, it's not for the noodles. It is for the broth. I love a soup. I love me a good soup. Oh my god. Okay. Too bad, IDK. You didn't answer in time. You're getting written in the book. Loser. I could buy broth cubes. Oh, I would. Oh my god, I need to check that out. I will just straight drink it. Are you kidding? I can? For real? I'll do it. I'll look into that. IDK, I'm writing your fucking name. You didn't answer in time. No, I gave him 2 seconds. He didn't answer within my 2 seconds. Write APOC's name. No, you are the one who gifted. Well, too bad. You had a delay. You were fucked from the start. You are going to be... I have my eye closed. You're going to be... this color. Pink! You're gonna be pink! T-T-T. A-T-T-T. Oh. You know what? Your name right now is pink. It's perfect. No apostrophe, correct. I don't know 6 underscore myself. And because you gifted a sub, according to they canceled out your head pets. Oh no. Hi Dylan, welcome in. I will redo head pets, both of them. There's one. And give it a second. There's our second one. Evoning. That's funny. Gifted sub. Present. Presento. We gotta do a square. Okay. And then a cross within the square. And then 2 little ties. Yay! Okay, IDK, do you at least want to like choose a color for your tab? Why? Why do you hate me forever memorializing my friend giving me a gifted sub? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? You're already on my hand. You're on my hand every fucking day. What's wrong with you being in the book? Now choose a tab. Choose a tab. Choose one. Choose a fucking tab color. Gray. Perfect. Yay. Thank you. No one's ever chosen gray before. Thank you. God. What the heck? Okay. Thank you, IDK. Thank you for the gifted sub. Why are you having a heart attack, Maddie? Are you okay? Is everything alright? Pachow. Pachow, pachow. Okay. But why at such an hour? Because I had only just learned that he was going to London the next day and might be away for months. There were reasons why I could not get there earlier. But why a rendezvous in the garden instead of a visit to the house? Do you think a woman could go alone at that hour to a bachelor's house? Well, what happened when you did get there? I never went. What? She never went. Miss Lyons. No, I swear it to you on all that I hold sacred. I never went. Something intervened to prevent my going. What was that? That's a private matter. I cannot tell it. You acknowledge, then, that you made an appointment with Sir Charles at the very hour and place at which he met his death, but you deny that you kept the appointment. That is the truth. Again and again I cross-questioned her, but I can never get past that point. Oh, okay. Yes, what's wrong with you being permanently in the book? IDK, I've known you for 3 years. It's okay. You can be in my book permanently. You're my friend. It's okay. It's all good. Mrs. Lyons, said I, as I rose from this very long and inconclusive interview. You were taking a very great responsibility and putting yourself in a very false position by not making an absolutely clean breast of all that you know. Thank you for the headbats, Maddie. If I have to call in the aid of the police, you will find how seriously you are compromised. If your position is innocent, why did you in the first instance deny having written to Sir Charles upon that date? Because I feared that some false conclusion might be drawn from it, and that I might find myself involved in a scandal. And why were you pressing? I don't know why I keep making so many mistakes. I apologize. And why were you so pressing that Sir Charles should destroy your letter? If you had read the letter, you will know. I did not say that I had read all the letter. You quoted some of it. I quoted the postscript. The letter had, as I said, been burned, and it was not all legible. I ask you once again why it was that you were so pressing that Sir Charles should destroy this letter which he received on the day of his death. The matter is a very private one, the more reason why you should avoid a public investigation. I will tell you then. If you have heard anything of my unhappy history, you will know that I made a rash marriage and had reason to regret it. Maddie, if you're talking about on Discord, I don't think I'll friend back, only because, yes, we're friends, but I haven't known you long enough to be comfortable with it, because then it's like I'd have to do it for everybody else, because I've known people in my Discord longer, and I would consider them friends too, right? So, I won't friend you back, but you're welcome to send the request, I guess? I don't know. Nothing against you in any light, but I have to keep a sort of boundary, you know? Yeah, friends. Okay, I have heard so much. My life has been one incessant persecution from a husband whom I abhor. The law is upon his side, and every day I am faced by the possibility that he may force me to live with him. At the time that I wrote this letter to Sir Charles, I had learned that there was a prospect of my regaining my freedom if certain expenses could be met. It meant everything to me. Peace of mind, happiness, self-respect, everything. I knew Sir Charles's generosity, and I thought that if he heard the story from my own lips, he would help me. Then how is it that you did not go? Because I received help in the interval from another source. Why then did you not write to Sir Charles and explain this? So I should have done, had I not seen his death in the paper the next morning. The woman's story hung coherently together. It's coherently, The woman's story hung coherently together, and all of my questions were unable to shake it. I could only check it by finding if she had, indeed, instituted divorce proceedings against her husband at or about the time of the tragedy. It was unlikely that she would dare to say that she had not been to Baskerville Hall if she really had been, for a trap would be necessary to take her there, and could not have returned to Coombe Tracy until the early hours of the morning. Such an excursion could not be kept secret. The probability was, therefore, that she was telling the truth, or at least part of the truth. I came away baffled and disheartened. Once again I had reached that dead wall which seemed to be built across every path by which I tried to get at the object of my mission. And yet, the more I thought of the lady's face and of her manner, the more I felt that something was being held back from me. Yeah, thank you for understanding, Maddie. I appreciate it. Yes, I would consider him my friend as well. Yes, it's definitely good to have your boundaries, but not every instant has to be kept with the boundaries. It is definitely a sort of start at your boundaries and then maybe see how it goes from there. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I keep hitting my microphone. Okay, well, I can write this down. 146 for the VOD. Gasp, 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 gasp. 146. SMH my darn head. I want a bonk command. I want one so bad. I had to figure out how to do it. I want a bonk command. I was literally telling IDK this the other day. I was like, I want to do that. I think I'd have the message be something about my tail. Something like, Sailor's tail hit the mic again. She apologizes or something. Because my big fluffy tail, how can I control it? I can't. It hits stuff sometimes, you know? You gotta be careful. Why should she turn so pale? Why should she fight against every admission until it was forced from her? Why should she have been so reticent at the time of the tragedy? Surely the explanation of all of this could not be as innocent as she would have me believe. For the moment, I could proceed no farther in that direction, but must turn back to that other clue, which was to be sought for among the stone huts upon the moor. Yeah, Tetra, hi, first off, and also bonk, bonk, bonk. Oy vey. And that was a most vague direction. I realized it as I drove back and noted how hill after hill showed traces of the ancient people. Barrymore's only indication had been that the stranger lived in one of those abandoned huts, and many hundreds of them are scattered throughout the length and the breadth of the moor. But I had my own experience for a guide, since it had showed me the man himself standing upon the summit of the Black Tor. 2 seconds. Un momento, por favor. Okay. I had one of those burps from drinking all that water, but I was able to mute. You don't get to listen to it. That, then, should be the center of my search. From there, I should explore every hut upon the moor until I lighted upon the right one. If this man were inside it, I should find out from his own lips, at the point of my revolver if necessary, oh my god, who he was, and why he had dogged us for so long. He might slip away from us in the crowd of Regent Street, but it would puzzle him to do so upon the lonely moor. On the other hand, if I should find the hut and its tenant should not be within it, I must remain there, however long the vigil, until he returned. Holmes had missed him in London. It would indeed be a triumph for me if I could run him to earth where my master had failed. Luck had been against us. Again and again. Okay. Again and again in this inquiry, but now at last it came to my aid, and the messenger of good fortune was none other than Mr. Franklin, who was standing, grey-whiskered and red-faced, outside the gate of his garden, which opened onto the high road along which I traveled. I don't know if anybody wants to do this, but Merry Christmas if you do. Good day, Mr. Watson, cried he with unwonted good humor. You must really give your horses a rest, and come in to have a glass of wine and to congratulate me. Manager, it's join and then you type red or you type join blue. Yes, perfect. Oh no, you both are going to be fighting on the same team. Well, what's that mean? Oh, rip. It chooses your teams for you at that point. What the heck? My feelings towards him. Manager, you might want to be careful about what you say because the game puts you on blue. My feelings towards him were very far from being friendly after what I had heard of his treatment of his daughter, but I was anxious to send Perkins and the wagon at home, and the opportunity was a good one. I alighted and sent a message to Sir Henry that I should walk over in time for dinner. Then I followed Franklin into his dining room. It is a great day for me, sir, one of the red-letter days of my life, he cried with many chuckles. I have brought off a double event. I mean to teach them in these parts that law is law, and that there is a man here who does not fear to invoke it. I have established a right-of-way through the center of Old Middleton's Park, slap across it, sir, within 100 yards of his own front door. What do you think of that? We'll teach these magnates that they cannot ride roughshod over the rights of the commoners. Confound them. And I've closed the wood where fern-worthy folk used to picnic. These infernal people seem to think that there are no rights of property, and that they can swarm where they like with their papers and their bottles. Both cases decided, Dr. Watson, and both in my favor. I haven't had such a day since I had Sir John Morland for trespass, because he shot in his own warren. Yeah, you're aiming at this star right here. Or, not this. You're aiming at this. This is where you pop in with your numbers. You're aiming for this bar right here. Just like that. Perfect. Good job, Apok. Wow. So you got your PC IDK. I don't know if you built it. You think you built it, right? So you built your PC, and then you got on Lethal Company, and then we met. How'd that work out? Funny timing. How on earth did you do that? Look it up in the book, sir. It will repay reading. Franklin versus Moreland, Court of Queen's Bench. It cost me £200, but I got my verdict. Did it do you any good? None, sir, none. I am proud to say that I had no interest in the matter. I act entirely from a sense of public duty. I have no doubt, for example, that the Fernworthy people will burn me in effigy tonight. I told the police last time they did it that they should stop these disgraceful exhibitions. The county constabulary? How would you pronounce this one? This word. Constabulary? Constabulary. I'm gonna go with constabulary. Thank you. I like that. Thank you, Lean. Constabulary. Okay, perfect. The county constabulary is in a scandalous state, sir, and it has not afforded me the protection to which I am entitled. The case of Franklin versus Regina will bring the matter before the attention of the public. I told them that they would have the occasion to regret their treatment of me, and already my words have come true. This man is an asshole, holy shit. How so? I asked. The old man put on a very knowing expression, because I could tell them what they are dying to know, but nothing would induce me to help the rascals in any way. I had been casting around for some excuse by which I could get away from his gossip, but now I began to wish to hear more of it. I had seen enough of the contrary nature of the old sinner to understand that any strong sign of interest would be the surest way to stop his confidences. Some poaching case, no doubt, said I, with an indifferent manner. My boy, a very much more important matter than that. What about the convict on the moor? Oh my god, he knows? I startled. You don't mean that you know where he is? Said I. I may not know. Okay, we're right here. Okay, perfect. I may not know exactly where he is, but I'm quite sure that I could help the police to lay their hands on him. Has it never struck you that the way to catch that man was to find out where he got his food, and so trace it to him? Congrats, Apoc. Good shit. Oh, 5-0. Aww. Manager, good job. I'm proud of you for trying. Good job. That's okay, Maddie. Don't worry, it's okay. Anyways, what do you mean the way to find him is to trace his food? Oh, that's not good. That's very not good. Hi, God Hunter. Welcome. Hello, good evening. He certainly seemed to be getting uncomfortably near the truth. No doubt, said I, but how do you know that he's anywhere upon the moor? I know it because I have seen with my own eyes the messenger who takes him his food. My heart sank for Barrymore. It was a serious thing to be in the power of this spiteful old busybody, but his next remark took a weight from my mind. You'll see... Oh, shit. You'll be surprised to hear that his food is taken to him by a child. I see him every day through my telescope under the roof. Hi, Wolf. Hello. 5 streams. It's so nice. Thank you. I didn't know you'd actually have to do something. Yeah, I mean, that kind of happens when you join basketball. It's okay. Okay, here's my... I'm going to make an assumption. Thank you for the headbets. I'm going to make the assumption that Wolf here ends up being one of the last ones. Because what shout out did I just do there? Was that the / shout out? Oh my god, I don't know. I have no idea. We're gonna try it this way as well. Wait, I didn't do that. Who did that? Wait, who did the shout out? I was about to say, I didn't think I did a shout out. Who did that? Thank you. Thank you, whichever mod did it. I appreciate it. It usually likes to let Dawn, thank you. Did you do both? Oh my fucking god! I'm going to strangle something. I'm gonna strangle something. I'm gonna strangle something. Look, my prediction's right though. Look at Nightwolf. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. He's one of the last ones, just like I said. I know this game too well now. It always favors new viewers who come in. It always ends up letting them live to like one of the last spots. 158. No, probably like 157. Oh my god, I am so sorry. Yes, you got stabbed. I hate it. I have decided after this stream that I am going to change where my mic is sitting. I am completely changing how my mic is set up after this stream. That is like on the top list of my list tomorrow. Change where mic is. So, thank you for the posture check. So, my mic is on a stand right here. Right. It's connected to this thing over here. That's my old mouse. This is my new mouse. This is all my pens. This is my lamp. So it's connected over here. So it sits right here. Because I sit right here. Yeah. I speak into the microphone. That's great. That lets me move it when I do like my anyways. What is happening? Why is there so much happening on the screen right now? Anyways though. This clearly isn't fucking working. Clearly I go to like move my hand to the book or move my hand to the mice and I hit it. I hit the fucking microphone. I hit the blue. I hit the yay. That's not working no more. We're switching this up. I'm now going to move this over to where I get one of those mics that like it's gonna be situated where it's sitting downward. I couldn't do that before with my Hyper Quadcast X because of the way that it took in sound, but I think with this Yeti I can actually tilt it downwards. Just adjust which direction it fucking faces. And then I can easily have it to where it is out of my way, but still catching my noise. And I just fucking hit it, which I mean, I'm all over it. Of course I hit it. Ah, though. I'm frustrated. Anyways, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. God damn it. I'm a pissy bitchy. I'm a pissy bitchy, I gotta say. Upsetty spaghetti is me. Upsetty spaghetti. Hi, I don't know what to name my account. Oh my god, who had told? Hey, Manning. Oh, here she is. Oh, she's down here. Oh. Oh, let me make sure I'm gonna catch up on chat. Because I started crashing out. Meow. No, it's woof. Woof. Yes, I did unfortunately smack you on the head, Gun Hunter. I'm sorry. Oi. Oh, Sky ended up winning the battle royale. Congrats. We got a posture check. Okay. A flick, a scan, a bonk. Okay. Yes, you're being so thoroughly concussed. I've hit you 4 times. Like, what is this? What is this? It's so bad. What if we take Bikini Bottom? Thank you for the bits, Manic. Blah. My throat. What if we take Bikini Bottom and push it somewhere else? I don't get that reference. Obviously, it's SpongeBob, but I'm sorry. Titty talk. No. Oh my god, my voice. What's happening to my voice? live on stream, everybody. Oh my god, horrible. Yeah, I'm glad you're able to crash out. Thanks, Lean. Thanks, I needed it. I needed to get that off my chest. Oh. You lost me. No, I'm here. I swear, I'm here. Blah, 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 blah. I'm just gonna... Anyways, we're just gonna take some deep breaths. Calm down. Everything's gonna be okay. We're gonna be alright. We're gonna get through it. Alright, I'm ready. Breathing exercises. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Nice. Okay. We're doing better. We're nice and calm. Ham clipped me. I don't know what exactly it was that he clipped. Maybe my voice cracking. Because I just needed to clear it. Well, thanks for the clip. Oh, okay. Where was I in the book? Hold on. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, right here. Right here. You'll be surprised to hear that his food is taken to him by a child. I see him every day through my telescope on the roof. He passes along the same path at the same hour, and to whom should he be going to, except the convict? Here was luck indeed. Good night, Enderman. Thanks for popping in. Sorry it's been so bleh. And yet, I suppressed all appearance of interest. A child! Barrymore had said that our unknown was supplied by a boy. It was on his track, and not upon the convicts, that Franklin had stumbled. If I could get his knowledge, it might save me a long and weary hunt. But incredulity... Okay. But incredulity and indifference were evidently my strongest cards. I should... Hold on. YouTube Studio, please load up. Thank you. Oh my god, don't look at my arms. Okay, we're back, we're good. I should say that it was much more likely that it was the son of one of the moorland shepherds taking out his father's dinner. The least appearance of opposition struck fire out of the old autocrat. His eyes looked malignantly at me, and his gray whiskers bristled like those of an angry cat. "Indeed, sir," said he, pointing out over the wide, stretching moor. "Do you see that black tor over yonder? Well, do you see the low hill beyond with a thorn bush upon it? It is the stoniest part of the whole moor. Is that a place where a shepherd would be likely to take his station? Your suggestion, sir, is a most absurd one." I meekly answered that I had spoken without knowing all of the facts. My submission pleased him, and led him to further confidences. "You may be sure, sir, that I have very good grounds before I come to an opinion. I have seen the boy again and again with this bundle. Every day, and sometimes twice a day, I have been able. But wait a moment, Dr. Watson. Do my eyes deceive me, or is there, at the present moment, something moving upon that hillside? It was several miles off, but I could distinctly see a small, dark dot against the dull green and gray. Come, sir, come, cried Franklin, rushing upstairs. You will see with your own eyes and judge for yourself. It happens, God honor. The telescope, a formidable instrument, mounted upon a tripod, stood upon the flat leads of the house. Franklin clapped his eye to it and gave a cry of satisfaction. Quick, Dr. Watson, quick, before he passes over the hill. There he was, sure enough, a small urchin with a little bundle upon his shoulder. toiling slowly up the hill. When he reached the crest, I saw the ragged, uncouth figure outlined for an instant against the cold blue sky. He looked around him with a furtive and stealthy air, as one who dreads pursuit. Then he vanished over the hill. Well, am I right? Certainly, there is a boy who seems to have some secret errand. And what the errand is, even a county constable could guess. But not one word shall they have from me, and I bind you to secrecy also, Dr. Watson. Not a word, you understand. Just as you wish. They have treated me shamefully. Shamefully. Uncouth. Yeah, uncouth. When the facts come out in Franklin versus Regina, I venture to think that a thrill of indignation will run through the country. Nothing would induce me to help the police in any way. For all they cared, it might have been me instead of my effigy, which these rascals burned at the stake. Surely you're not going. You will help me to empty the decanter in honor of this great occasion. One could always have some couth. But I resisted all of his solicitations and succeeded in dissuading him from his announced intention of walking home with me. I kept the road as long as his eye was on me, and then I struck off across the moor and made for the stony hill over which the boy had disappeared. Everything was working in my favor, and I swore that it should not be through lack of energy or perseverance that I should miss the chance which fortune had thrown in my way. Jump to your death from the plane. Oh. No way Ko-Fi could win this. Ko-Fi or Sari? They're bots. Get out of here. Manager, go kill them. Manager, go kill Ko-Fi. Please go kill Ko-Fi. Coffee, whatever. Good job, manager. Good job. Good job, manager. Let's go. Let's go. Kill the bots. I love them, but they don't need to win a battle royale. Like, come on. The sun was already sinking when I reached the summit of the hill, and the long slopes beneath me were all golden green on one side and gray shadow on the other. A haze lay low upon the farthest skyline, out of which jutted the fantastic shapes of Belliver and Vixen Tor. Over the wide expanse there was no sound and no movement. One great gray bird, a gull or curlew, soared aloft in the blue heaven. He and I seemed to be the only living things between the huge arch of the sky and the desert beneath it. The barren scene, the sense of loneliness, and the mystery and urgency of my task all struck a chill into my heart. The boy was nowhere to be seen, but down beneath me, in a cleft of the hills, there was a circle of the old stone huts, and in the middle of them, where am I at? Hold on, I'm trying to find this on my digital copy. Found it. Okay. And in the middle of them, there was one which retained sufficient roof to act as a screen against the weather. My heart leaped within me as I saw it. This must be the burrow where the stranger lurked. At last, my foot was on the threshold of his hiding place. His secret was within my grasp. As I approached the hut, walking as warily as Stapleton would do, with the poised net he drew near the settled butterfly, I satisfied myself that the place had indeed been used as a habitation. A vague pathway among the boulders led to the dilapidated opening which served as a door. All was silent within. The popping noises are so fun to do. They're so fun. The unknown might be lurking there, or he might be prowling on the moor. My nerves tingled with the sense of adventure. Throwing aside my cigarette, I closed my hand upon the butt of my revolver, and, walking swiftly up to the door, I looked in. The place was empty. Yeah, I know. I remember one time I did them, and I didn't realize, and a chat was like doing pop emotes, and I was like, what are those for? And they were like, you just did popping noises. And I said, what? I don't remember. It's very easy to just unknowingly do them subconsciously. But there were ample signs that I had not come upon a false scent. This was certainly where the man lived. Some blankets, rolled in a waterproof, lay upon... Everybody, I yawned. Thank you. Thank you, God Hunter. Mayhaps. Yeah, you did. Let's go 8-ball. Sorry, Maddie. But okay, I hope everything ends up evening out and you're okay. Take your time. Okay. Some blankets, rolled in a waterproof, lay upon that very stone slab upon which Neolithic man had once slumbered. The ashes of a fire were heaped in a rude grate. Beside it lay some cooking utensils and a bucket half full of water. A litter of empty tins showed that the place had been occupied for some time, and I saw, as my eyes became accustomed to the checkered light, a pannikin and a half-full bottle of spirits standing in the corner. In the middle of the hut, a flat stone served the purpose of a table, and upon this stood a small cloth bundle, the same, no doubt, which I had seen through the telescope upon the shoulder of the boy. It contained a loaf of bread, a tinned tongue, and 2 pieces of preserved peaches. As I set it down again, after having examined it, my heart leaped to see that beneath it there lay a sheet of paper with writing upon it. I raised it, and this was what I read, roughly scrawled in pencil. Dr. Watson has gone to Coombe Tracy. What? He's being watched. Oh my god, he's being watched. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh no. Oh no. Coombe Tracy. Coombe Tracy. Is there a proper... I presume this is a real place, yes? So I presume there's a proper way to say it? Coombe Tracy. That's my presumption. Right there. Coombe. No! No, God Hunter. No. Coombe. 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 But, oh my god, that must be so scary for Dr. Watson to realize that you're being watched and your actions are being reported on. Oh my god, that's scary. For a moment. Stop. Stop. Y'all are so rude. Oh, Lord. Yeah. For a minute, I stood there with the paper in my hands, thinking about the meaning of this curt message. It was I, then, and not Sir Henry, who was being dogged by this secret man. He had not followed me himself, but he had sent an agent, the boy, perhaps, upon my track, and this was his report. Possibly I had taken no step since I had been upon the moor, which had not been observed and reported. Always there was this feeling of an unseen force, a fine net drawn around us with infinite skill and delicacy, holding us so lightly that it was only at some supreme moment that one realized that one was indeed entangled in its meshes. If there was one report, there might be others, so I looked around the hut in search of them. There was no trace, however, of anything of the kind, nor could I discover any sign which might indicate the character or intentions of the man who lived in this singular place, save that he must be of Spartan habits and cared little for the comforts of life. When I thought of the heavy rains and looked at the gaping roof, I understood how strong and immutable must be the purpose which had kept him in that inhospitable abode. Was he our malignant enemy, or was he by chance our guardian angel? I swore that I would not leave the hut until I knew. Outside, the sun was sinking low, and the west was blazing with scarlet and gold. Its reflection was shot back in ruddy patches by the distant pools which lay amid the great Crimpin mire. There were 2 towers of Baskerville Hall, and there was a distant blur of smoke, which marked the village of Crimpin. Between the 2, behind the hill, was the house of the Stapletons. All was sweet and mellow and peaceful in the golden evening light, and yet, I looked at them, my soul shared none of the peace of nature, but quivered at the vagueness and the terror of that interview which every instant was bringing nearer. With tingling nerves, but a fixed purpose, I sat in the dark recess of the hut and waited with somber patience for the coming of its tenant. And then at last I heard him. Far away came the sharp clink of a boot striking upon a stone, then another, and yet another, coming nearer and nearer. I shrank back into the darkest corner and cocked the pistol in my pocket, determined not to discover myself until I had an opportunity of seeing something of the stranger. There was a long pause, which showed that he had stopped. Then once more the footsteps approached, and a shadow fell across the opening of the hut. "It is a very lovely evening, my dear Watson," said a well-known voice. "I really think that you will be more comfortable outside than in." Bruh, you don't get to read the rest. What? Cliffhanger? Is it Sherlock? Did Holmes send Watson off on his own, and Sherlock's been here all along just chilling? I don't know. We'll find out next time. You don't get to know. Cliffhanger. No one gets to read the cliffhanger. So, to stop that from happening, I'm gonna, stop it. You know what? I can just do this. Fuck you. Not actually. No, you already read it. How dare you? How dare you read this before I read it to you? Ah, so rude. Okay. Yay! Okay, I put the tab in it, so I know this is where we start next time. Did you read it on your own? Actually? After I started reading it? You went out and read it on your own? Is that what you did? Actually? Hi, Cody. Hello, and thank you for the follow. Oh my god, really? What? Wow, you couldn't wait to read it with me? Ah, so rude. No, that's actually so cute that you were really into the book. That's so cute. Hello. Again, I will get myself some nails eventually. You're not cute, you're tough. That's fucking right. That's right, you tell him. There it goes. There it goes. Over my little jiggly head. When the raffle happens. Oh no, you're missing it. Well, that was our story for tonight. We read our 2 chapters. Feel good. 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Thank you everybody for being here. Apologies again for all of the bonks, for all of the bops, you know. I will try and do better. I will try and have a better setup. Good night, God Hunter. Thank you. Let's go. I wonder if Convoy is still alive. Because if he is, I want to raid into him. I know. No, he went offline. Must have been a bit small. Must have been a bit of a shorter stream. Wait! 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 Okay, hold on. Hold on. Hi, Dusty. Thank you so much for the follow. Also, a Poxia. Wasn't I supposed to go raid into Poxia that one time, but she wasn't live? That's who you wanted me to raid into, right? Right, a Poc? Okay, yeah. I finally get to do it. Let's fucking do it. Yay! Yay! Because I have a little note on my phone that says to raid her next time when available. So perfect. I finally get to do it. Yay! Okay. Let's go get her. Hi! Hi, Dusty. I am unfortunately ending stream. We're right at raid time. Oh, you used a mod for her. Oh, wow. That's so cool. I like her model. She looks cute. She looks very cute. Hi, Popcorn. Hi, thank you for the follow. And for the first time chat, welcome in. Like I was saying to Dusty, we are unfortunately ending stream at this point. But, I do reading ASMR on Monday and Tuesday evenings. And then I do gaming on Thursday evenings. So, I hope to see you again. Thanks for popping in, even though it was short. She likes to have her model cosplay. Oh, that's cute. That's actually so cute. Oh, she did a raven? What? That's cool as hell. Oh, Bert's in here. I know Bert. Sweet. Awesome. Okay, I'm excited. Let's do it. Okay, everybody. This is our raid message. Thank you all for coming, and again, thank you for the subs and the gifted subs. I appreciate it, everybody. Thank you very, very much. I hope you all have a lovely, lovely evening. Thank you, thank you. Oh my god, chillin'. Chillin'. I'll put you in the book. What colors? What colors? I'll put you in the book offline. What colors? Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it. Give me your colors. What is that? What is it? 0. What was that just got caught? Red and red. Okay, perfect. Got it. Okay. Oh my gosh. Let's go. Alright. Bye, everybody. Have a great night. Goodbye. Toodaloo.